I am betting you're cold. Am I right?
Yeah, just a
Yeah,
little.
look at that. Cool. Well, it is all of 20 some degrees here. 27 is currently here, which is just about perfect. So I figured if it was perfect for me, it's cold for you.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, right now it's 47, but when I woke up this morning, it was 31.
Oh, dude, you guys should be swimming and shit. Look at you. Hi, everyone. How are you? I'm John Solo, and this is little Alyssa Gramlin. I
And no, I don't
discovered
think you smell funny.
I'm pretty sure you do. I was excited because I realized I could do the little arrow thing and point at me, and then I was like, well, what am I going to put in there? And I was like, well, I'm with stupid. And I was like, well, no, Alyssa would never say that. So then I was going through like all the other things, and I thought I was going to put thinks he smells like hot dog water, but that was too long. I don't know. So thinks he smells funny. Yeah. So
Okay.
I've been having this problem over the last few weeks. Everybody knows I was well, not everyone. I mean, I talked to a lot of people though, and I was sick at the beginning of November, and it lasted. When you get a cold as a voice actor, it takes about 2 weeks normally to run its course. That seems to be the regular for all of us. I mean, you get over the cold quickly, but
I
then your
think
voice still
I
ain't quite.
didn't get a cold one after
Dude,
GRL.
that's fucking awesome. I sure as hell did. Um, and then, like, I've continuously had a sore throat since. It's not going away. And it's been really annoying. I mean, I've worked, but I haven't quite sounded up to par. You know, I've made it work. I do voices. So here's what I did. I did a voice of me. Like how I normally sound. I was having to do a voice to sound like me. It was ridiculous. If you can process that in your so anyways, come to
Okay.
come to find out, we had to turn our furnace on at the beginning of November, and the furnace dries out the air. And I forgot I have a humidifier that I run in the bedroom at night, and I just completely forgotten to. I just didn't process, didn't turn it on. So I turned it on last night, and goddamn, I feel great. It's just fucking awesome. I sound not quite back up to normal, but pretty close. I sound almost good again. I'm excited.
Yeah, you sound still a little off,
It's a little
but
nasally. It's a little
yeah,
nasally. It's in there, but
I wasn't gonna say it.
why not? You think I'm gonna be like, "Fuck you, Lissa Gramlin," saying I'm nasally? Jesus. No, I mean, but it's getting better. God, I feel so much better. Give this a week and I'll be back to normal again. We got a bunch of books to get through today. I'm very
Mm,
excited. It's another, well, see, you judge because like once you had 40 some books, so now 18 is not
that
enough.
was because it was 3 weeks.
Right. 18 is not,
So
18 is plenty. If you think about 18
I
audiobooks
don't
coming out in
include the
MM.
ones I've read or listened to.
Right.
I just include the ones
Oh,
that are
so
new releases.
well, I don't know how many you listen to. I didn't scroll down that far. I have a very short attention span. We shall see, I guess. The first one that came out this week is. Did you flick me off with three fingers there? Is that what you.
No, I was saying
That's
3.
like a big flick off. That's not even. Wow.
There you go.
Gallagher used to
Okay.
have this bit where he was like, "This is too easy. So what you got to do? If you should flick people off with your big toe. If you can get your big toe up there, like that means something. That's actually taking some.
I don't need
That
a
means they're
toe in
really
my
pissed."
face.
Yeah. Anyways, sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Okay, we got
I mean, I
bargaining
did
with the.
interrupt, but I didn't mean to. I'm sorry about that.
You done? Okay, bargaining with the devil. A Death and the Devil novella 1.4 by L.J. Hayward, narrated by Rowan Scott.
Rowan Scott. That was released on the 26th. By the way, Sheriel says it's cold and she wants to take a long walk on the beach today, and I think that sounds like a good plan. The next one is
When the Devil Drives. Okay. A Death and the Devil novella 1.6 by L.J. Hayward, narrated by Rowan Scott.
Rowan Scott, and that one came out on the 26th as well. Next, we had
Devil in the Details, A Death and the Devil novella 1.8 by L.J. Hayward and narrated by Rowan Scott. They all came out at
Rowan
once.
Scott. Look at that. That one
Say
also
that
came
after
out
every time.
on the 26th. That's very
Yeah,
good.
there is one more, but it doesn't come out for another couple weeks.
So I'll give you $5 if you tell me what the gun is on top.
I don't know.
It's a Glock
Pistol?
19.
Okay,
Yes,
well,
it
I
is.
don't
It's a
know.
Glock 19. It's the most common handgun in America. I figured, you being from Florida, they probably gave those out when you were like, what? Some people have bar mitzvahs. No, you're a woman now, and then they give you a Glock 19. That's what I.
No.
Anyways, yeah. Next we had.
Firecracker. Um, Book 1, new series, Honey Bridge by Lucy Lennox and May Archer, narrated by Michael Dean.
Can you tell what time it is on that watch?
No, is that even a... No, I
It's
can't.
time to fuck. That's what time it is. Sorry, yeah. No, I think everybody's excited about this. A new series from Lucy May, and of course Michael Dean, who is not a sausage, by the way. That one came out on the 28th. Next we had Michael Dean. It's the Dean sausage company.
Yes, I
It's
know.
very
That's why I'm
tasty
shaking my
sausage.
head.
Yeah.
Bounty. Brantley Walker Off the Books, Book 8 by Nicole Edwards, narrated by Tor Tom and Charlie Ongle.
And that one came out on the 28th. Next we had.
Shadow's End, Psychic Detective Series, Book 4 by S.C. Wynn, narrated by Cale Williams.
Damn you, Cale Williams. I'm impressed. That dude is obviously wearing a shirt, which is exciting to me.
He
That
could
one
be
came out on
wearing
the
a suit.
28th. He could, but I don't think so, though, because then there'd be like a tie. You could see the tie coming in. The suit and collar ties don't come down here. They're
Not
like
necessarily.
all stuffy up on your neck. It's like you're
No,
a
not
priest.
necessarily.
No, they pretty much do. If you don't, you know what that is? It means you're wearing your dad's suit and you're like way skinnier than him, because then it's like way down here. Otherwise, it's like up there.
You can look
It's
like
way,
an Undertaker.
that could be. Well, I don't know what wrestling has to do with this, but that one came out on the 28th, and congratulations, Cale. Next we had.
Fenwick. Warlocks of Amherst, Book 5 by Taylor Ryland, narrated by Michael Ferriotto.
That's right. That one came out on the 28th. Next we had, and this one's a big audio clip. Here we go. Hey everyone, it's John Solo, and little Lissa Gramling asked me to record a promotional recording thing for one of my dear friends, little Patty Logan. She's one of my favorite people on the earth, even though she does smell like old poo. She writes a hell of a good book, and this one in particular, the Prosper Woods Chronicles. This is a boxed set. Pay attention, kids. Books 1 through 5. That means you get a shit ton of stuff for less money. Everybody likes a shit ton of stuff for less money, right? Especially when it's as funny as this. Now, I'm going to read the... Holy shit. I don't know if you just heard that, but I put my leg under my other leg, my foot under my leg in my chair. I'm not that flexible, but my ankle just made a loud cracking sound. God, I'm getting old. I mean, not as old as Patty Logan, but anyways, I'm going to read this promo, and it's the blurb, and it's going to be in voices this time, okay? Voices. This is a little different. I'm doing it specifically because we get to do the, well, you'll see. I lived in Prosper Woods for 6 months now. Can anyone tell me when forest creatures are going to come in and clean my house? Signed, Snow White was all a lie. I never thought moving to the quiet little town of Prosper Woods, California would be such an adventure. When I quit my detective job at the LAPD and moved north to the gorgeous sequoia forests, the last thing I expected was to learn something about myself that had apparently been passed down through generations. But here I am, and I wouldn't change a thing. Then again, this is where my heart lives. And the moment he dropped Fang had my hindquarters tingling. When I moved to Prosper Woods, California, it was out of necessity. Every 20 years or so, I'd been forced out of my home because I never age. The last thing I expected was to have to confront a centuries-old enemy of mine who wanted something I possessed. Then there was the rather important thing my sire, Robert, never told me. But honestly, the most incomprehensible thing to me was the real reason I was drawn to this place, to find and fall in love with the creature who owns my heart. There we go. Now, why should I get this book, you ask? Well, for one, it's little Patty Logan, and she's fan-fucking-tastic. 2, it's me, and I'm kind of all right. But 3, it's because it's hilarious. This is one of the funniest series I've ever worked on. You're absolutely going to love it. And there's Gay unicorns, fucking vampires. So you can't get any better than that. Love y'all. Have fun. Good luck. Peace out. And all that fun shit.
Thank you.
It's gay unicorns and vampires. I fucking love it. So I've had series before where like authors have reached out to me and said, this is a little odd. Are you going to be all right with this? That sort of. I remember one specifically. Little Katie reached out to me once and asked about a were
The
moose.
squirrel?
No, that's it. She might be fine with the squirrel, but the were moose in book 2. That one, Marie Sexton reached out once when she had written a scene where there was one man pissing in another man's butt. So that was another one. Patty wrote gay vampires, fucking vampires, and didn't even bother. Just didn't even like. That's John. He'll be fine. Just
Unicorns, not vampires.
whatever. No, there was unicorns and vampires. That's what I said. But yeah, she didn't even bother. Didn't even bother reaching out. Just like, here you go. Good luck with that. And by the way, I wasn't lying. She does smell like old poo. So that one came out on the 20.
She does not.
She says it herself at the beginning of all of her books. There's a little review that says, I'm not the one putting poo in her mouth. That's her. That one came out on the 28th, and that's a great deal. It's an expression. It's an expression, okay? It's like it's from olden times.
Okay.
It doesn't actually it's not to be taken literally.
Don't start with those olden time words again.
I'm not the one putting poo in her mouth is definitely an old timey joke. So run out and get this one as soon as possible. It's certainly credit worthy. I think it's like 36 hours or 32 hours or I don't know. It's a lot of freaking hours. So enjoy, have fun.
It's a lot of hours.
Next we have
His Convenient Husband. I'm sure that's fake relationship material. Love and Sports Book 1 by Robin Covington, narrated by Myron Willis.
Now notice
Myron?
He's wearing a suit and like it's
Yes, I
not
know he's
down
wearing a
here.
suit.
It's not down here. It's up here. That's where it goes. That's why
The
ties
other
are
dude could have
uncomfortable.
been just wearing a suit jacket.
And nothing
Don't
else.
know.
What's he, Don Johnson? You roll the sleeves up too? What's the fuck's going on there?
Yeah, who knows?
That one came out on the 29th. Then we had
The Gentleman's Book of Vices, Lucky Lovers of London, Book 1 by Jess Everly, narrated by Tommy Hawthorne.
I think I would actually like to read that one. I have one in my shed that I've been using for years. It actually came with the house. It's like this big orange
Not that
one.
vice.
It cranks it down.
Not
but
that
I would like
type
another
of
couple.
vice.
It'd be
No.
awesome to have a whole book of those. That one came out on the 29th too. And
Okay.
next we had
Rain, a true lover story, Book 3 by A.E. Villa, narrated by Tor Tom.
that one came out on the 29th too. Then we had
Leo on Fire, FBI Files, Book 2 by Patricia Logan, narrated by Michael Dean.
Not the Sausage.
I've been looking forward to this one.
I bet. It looks like Patty
I
had a
just
big
haven't
week this
listened
week.
to it yet.
I'm
Nope,
sure
I
it's
haven't
gonna
listened
happen.
to it yet.
I'm sure it's going to
It will.
happen. That one came out on the 29th
Maybe next week.
too. Next we had
Spring Strings by Lily Morton, narrated by Joel Leslie.
I am impressed that you didn't mess that up. That's actually hard to say. Say that 5 times real fast, okay?
Nope.
Spring strings, spring strings, spring strings, spring strings. You can do it.
Nope.
Oh, come on, please. I'll
Nope.
give you $5. No, I won't. Next
No,
we
you won't.
had. Oh, that one, you're right. That one came out on the 30th. Then we had
Farkas. I'm pretty sure that's
Bless
how you
you.
say that. Gothica by Kim Fielding, narrated by Joel Leslie.
Oh, I love Kim. That one came out on the 30th as well. Then finally we had
Stepdaddy. Command and Care Book 4 by Morticia Knight, narrated by John Solo.
That's Me. And by the way, there's a lot of daddy in that one. I'm sure everybody wants a little more daddy. Actually, she's really, really good, as always. And now we had what everybody's been waiting for here. It looks like you had a theme of spicy sausage this week. The first one that you listened to was
The Renegade by Sylvia Violet, and narrated by Michael Dean. This one was a bullet breaker.
Hey,
It it
you got the
was this is a
sausage.
spin this is a spin-off of a spin-off of a spin-off. I think I got that right. And it was extremely hot. I enjoyed the story. Sylvia did a fucking fantastic job with this one, and Michael actually growled. He did one of your little growl things, and I'd never heard that before from him.
Don't blame this shit on me. All right, I did not come up with the.
I know you didn't come up with growl, but it's like he literally growled, and it was. I think I listened to that part like 3 or 4 times after that.
When he did it though, was it
um,
like a? I gotta add. Was it because we've discussed? It's not. He doesn't sound like Chewbacca when he does it, which is cool. That's fine. But did he do like a? Did he do like one of those like that
no,
kind of thing? Like you
no,
have to do that hand thing when you do it.
no.
I knew I could
I'm
get you to
glad
do
I
it.
amused
I
you.
knew I could get you to do it. It's like saying Beetlejuice 3 times. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt your.
Like I said, I enjoyed the book immensely. Uh, it's book one of the Texas Safe House series. I think there's only 3 books in the series, and it's like mafia meets cowboys, and it was fun. And just, yeah. And yeah. What? Are you
Lana.
laughing at me now?
Well, because, no, I'm laughing at Lana in the crowd and Facebook, everyone. Lana, because I've been. I like Michael Dean. We're buddies. I like him a lot. And sometimes, like with Greg, I always you say Boudreaux, I say Tremblay. I have a gag that I do. So I've been making this gag today with Michael Dean and sausage and spicy sausage. Lana said chorizo. That's a winner right there, baby. That's a winner. I for sure from now on, Michael Chorizo Dean.
I'm sure he'll appreciate that one
I'm sure he will.
if he
Anyways,
ever
go.
watches these.
He does not. The next that you listened to this week was
Book 2 of the series. Now, I gave this one only 2 bullets.
what? Really? If you average them out, that's 7. That's pretty high. So
Well, I enjoyed the plot of the story. The MCs in this book, I didn't feel had the chemistry that the couple in the first book had. There were some sexy times, and it was an enemies to lovers trope. But all the I hate yous and the back and forth and the yes and no's got really annoying after a while. I know there's always someone who doesn't like a book from a series, and there are other people who really enjoy the book. But I just enjoyed. I did enjoy the book. I just didn't think the 2 main characters had any chemistry.
gotcha. Uh, now is that? And actually, I'm not joking around now. So don't. But was it a narrator issue? Was it a writing issue? Was it a both issue? How did you feel about
Well, a couple of Sylvia's books are like hit and miss for me,
it?
and
Gotcha.
I mean Michael did a great job with it, and like I said, I really enjoyed the story. I just feel that I didn't even feel that the couple, because you got a glimpse of them in book 1. I didn't feel like they had chemistry then either. So
Gotcha.
in book 2, but I was hoping it was like explosive, but it was more annoying than anything else.
I think you're right on the personal taste thing too. I've run into authors like that I've narrated books for that are hit or miss for me, where I'm like, fuck, this author is fantastic. I love it. And the next book, I'm like, I'm not feeling it. I had to work extra hard to get into the part. And other people in the
Yeah,
crowd were just absolutely loving it. So I think it's a personal taste thing. I
yeah,
think you're absolutely right. And Sylvia is a fantastic author, and
she is.
so is Chorizo.
It's
There, he's a
just
great comedian. Um, it,
she
it
is, but like I said, not like I even told Mia one time, Mia Monroe. Not everybody's going to like 1 or 2 books out of the series.
I feel like I need another Talk to the Beard with Mia Monroe. I could use another therapy session. I'm looking forward to your review on this next one just because I love these two people so much. Here you
Hmm. Yeah, Christmas Sleep by Kiera Andrews and Greg Boudreau.
go.
I gave this one 4 bullets. This was a hodgepodge of tropes. We had By Awakening, First Time, Fake Relationship, Best Friends to Lovers, and I
Lizards.
absolutely loved the book. What? Did you say wizards?
Lizards. You said every
Lizards.
other
No
thing in there.
lizards.
I figured we'd toss in lizards. Why the hell not? So,
um, I loved it. It held my interest wonderfully. They both did a fantastic job with this, and Greg had a Scottish accent, and it was
oh
amazing.
my goodness, that's. I mean, Greg normally is really good, but when he does a Scottish accent, for me, that really gets me down in the conkles of my. Nah, I'm just joking. I don't fucking care about a Scottish accent, but I'm sure it was great. I mean, I'm sure it was awesome. You had that look though, like swoony. Was it swoony? Was that a good description of
It was
swoony?
very swoony, yes.
Swoony.
And you did the first book
Mm-hmm.
of, well, it could be read as a standalone, but the first couple does make an appearance in this, along
Mm-hmm.
with secondary characters that you did.
Mm-hmm.
And Greg scarily did the just about the exact same voices that you did for book one,
I will.
and
I
it
will say.
surprised the hell out of me.
No, I will say two things there. One, Greg is a better narrator. I mean, Greg is fantastic. Greg's the guy I listen to. But two is that's a fucking sign of a pro. I mean, we all try and do that sort of thing, but look at him go, man. He's amazing. So it's an
Yeah,
honor
because
to
I
be able to.
listened to the snippet. I
Mhm.
listened to the snippet of book one after finishing this, and I was going, "Wow, damn, he got the voices scarily
Well,
accurate."
and I mean, I emulate Greg in a lot of. I look up to him, and I've. It's hard. That's one of those guys with me where if there's any one narrator in this genre that I've actually like really listened to, it's Greg, and I try not to sound like him, but I know that you might say he's rubbed off on me. Um, he's I we
Well, he
kind
kind
of
of literally did at GRL.
oh my god. Okay.
There's a picture.
Well, we
Yeah.
have similar styles, I guess is what I'm saying, and it's because I've followed in his footsteps. He's a fantastic narrator, and I look up to him. But of course, he can do my voice. And by the way, Kira Andrews, we're not talking enough about Kira. She's one of the best in the fucking industry. That's all there is to it. I love her to death. Any chance I get to do a Kira Andrews book, I jump all over it. Hi, Kira. How are you? I hope you watch this. Love you. Miss you. Thanks for giving this one to Greg this year. Anyways.
Well, apparently I did talk to her after I finished this one, and there is going to be a third book coming out next Christmas, and it'll probably have a totally different narrator.
I'm sure it will.
She
She's
wants
really
different
good about.
narrators for each one.
Yeah, she's really good about that. She's. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes with an author, it works really well to use the same narrator consistently, and that works well. Others like hers, I like what she does as well, and Lita does this too. One of her friends, she will bounce around using
Hmm.
different narrators depending upon the story, and that's fucking awesome. It's cool. Maybe she should get that chorizo guy. I don't.
Well, um, I asked her about that, and she said she might go with Kurt Grace.
Kurt is
And then I
awesome.
kind of suggested 2 narrators to her. So
If she could get
one
Kurt,
was
Nick,
Nick,
and
and the
one
other one was Michael.
if she could get Kurt for anything, not that those other two guys are bad by any means, but if she could get Kurt on anything, then by all means get Kurt on something. He's fantastic in his own right and just a good person. Anyways, good job on this week. You did great. I'm sorry that you're cold with your 47-degree weather. It must be really hard out there on you. Good job putting everything together. And yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. Enjoy. I will see you on Monday. I'm gapping who our guest is on Talk to the Beard coming up, but I'm sure it's going to be cool. So see y'all later. Have fun. Wave to the camera.
Bye.
Bye.